Hey there folks, and welcome to another GT7 Showcase. In this showcase I am going to be showing the cars of update 1.57. Starting with the Kangoo 1.4 2001 of Renault, which has the E7J Kangoo motor and an inline 4-cylinder, which is not bad for something that was like originally like 70 to 60 or 70 to 80 horsepower. It jumps up to 217 just by the turbo alone, and some other stuff you can add to it. Causes it to bump up to, for a 450 car, pretty good, I guess so. The comfort medium tires and stuff, such like things like that. Increased rigidity and everything else too. Yeah, no weight reduction on this because it really doesn't need it. Surprisingly, for a FF, that's an MPV. But for rims, which yeah, I immediately took those out. Because yeah, it has some really terrible rims, so instead I put some of those on. Something to give it more class, well, besides giving it the wide body treatment, which very smooths out the sides, I guess so. But yeah, get in the front, the sides. See what you can basically do to this. But yeah, once you change the back there, you remove the vinyl, so I had to restick the vinyl on. I will say this is before I did the vinyl. Well, no, so that's why this looks different. Just wondering, but yeah, it has a Type A because when you got back seats, you might as well still have your kids fit through the back somehow. But yeah, you got the license plate and stuff, which, to be honest. Although I will note, I think the license plates are glitched right now with the whole decal, so be careful about that. Otherwise, say you can do a wide body, as I said before. And now off to the Sunday Cup, because it's the event introduced for this car at the Brand Hatch Indy Circuit, which has a Kangoo in it. But the Renault Kangoo is a very fun little FF car. If anything, probably the funnest one out of the update, I'm gonna say, because I have beef for the two others. I'm just gonna say in advance. The second one, not as much beef, but the last one, what the F on that one. But anyways, the Kangoo 1.4 is a very fun car. You can do it for 450 pp. You can also do it for 550 pp, which I'll be showing that later. They do have a special clip for that one. Yeah, this is easily the best car out of the trio. Because at least it's got a freaking unique engine, I gotta say. Because yeah, that's gonna be my biggest problem about the other two cars. They have the same engine as two other cars. More on that when we get there. But yeah, the Kangoo 1.4 is a pretty phenomenal car, and this event was pretty fun while it was and too broken and too off-putting, just about right. Although I do love watching this Kangoo just go to the backseat eventually. Because I know this Kangoo here, like, he starts at first here, but then he eventually just falls back. Then again, I think he's just stock, so, you know. Yeah, that's what the stock one looks like, a bit trimmer and more less aerodynamics and stuff. It had the crazy looking spoiler. Those, and the little horn is so cute. Yeah, so. Yeah, we got Honda Fit, that turns a sedan. The other Kangoo, the Aqua S660, which is a pretty good car. USG 205 GTI. Yeah, I got 205 GTI. That's an old one. A rally one. But other to say, pretty fun car overall, I guess. Very roomy too. But then again, this ain't a hatchback though. This is an MPV, a multi-personal vehicle. Will be used for multiple lanes and such. Which, yeah, I would love to show the gauges if they were able to light up. They don't light up, so good luck seeing those gauges. I would say this speedometer is unique, surprisingly. It's the biggest thing that shocks out me. It's like most cars of this value don't usually have a unique speedometer, but this one does. Besides, you know, the dashboard also looking different too, on top of it. Very unique on design-wise. Not gonna lie, I thought I wasn't really gonna like this one either. But, no, it really straight colors with me on that one. Yeah, because I gotta admit, this update, I think the biggest reason why you would do this update is the selfie update, and I can't do that because it's the PlayStation 4 version still. I might turn around and get the PlayStation 5 version in the future, but not right now. Not right now, not. But the Tenzo Dan is giving chase on me right now. But yeah, I finally got here. I'm not surprised. It's a Tenzo. That thing's an all-wheel drive. Or wait. Hang on, wait a second. Nope, that's all-wheel drive. Okay, I just gotta remember. I was like, wait, this ain't the FF challenge, is it? No. All-wheel drive. That is all-wheel drive. That is all-wheel drive. Like, most of these are FFs. There's even the SX60 in here. He's an MR. His motor's in the back. Get the rally. Narakingu. Bro, when I say Narakingu, that one. Look how bad he's just falling back. Oh my god. The only thing that's not being him right now is the Demio. Which, yeah, I still think they should add the older Demio. for craps and giggles. If they added this, they need to add the Demio. The old Demio GLX. That's another fun one. See how bad Green Trips are made back then of the first one and the second one, especially. And it's unique UFO engine sound. But anyways, here onto the last corner of this car, which, yeah, like I said, overall, pretty good car. Overall, there's nothing bad about this, besides me almost trying to drive off here. It does feel a bit stiff, I will say, but it is what it is. At that point. Nothing too harmful about it. Man, 58-second lap. So now on to the next car, the CX-30X Smart Edition. And I am just going to stomp on that note and say this is no Smart Edition. This is a Mazda 3 if it was a crossover. How do I know this? Same engine code, HFVP each, but different model name at the end. There's nothing that much different. It even almost weighs the same. But this is Mazda's take because, you know, hatchbacks are basically dying and replace it with the crossover version, which is the CR or CX-30X Smart Edition. Overall, it's still not a bad car though. At the end of the day, I will say I give this car not too much flack, but it just really is a Mazda 3 if it is a crossover, and that's really it. But for the stuff you can do to it, which, yeah, Jesus, we got like 18-inch rims on it. Jesus Christ, those are big. But then again, as the saying goes, crossovers are just like a smaller SUV. It still stayed in the performance range, I would say, at best. You know, about the four-wheel drive. Yeah, this guy at the end of the day just sounds like just a big hatchback at the end of the day. Sometimes. But yeah, just looking at the rear spoiler, it's really weird because it takes out the tint windows. Weird. You got hood pins. Tow hooks, of course. And then roll cage, which yeah, of course type A, because you gotta have your kids fit there somehow. Got back seats. Yeah, I just went with the sunlight headlights. The color. And then for the license plate is what the license plate is. Yeah, this time I have to put them back and forth because I don't think I put on the Kangaroo, my bad. Oh well, it's not like it matters so much. Yeah, Brembo brakes. And then you can add a wide body to it, which yeah, and when you add the wide body, make sure to do the wide body first before you add the parts. Onwards to the FF Challenge 450 at the Tokyo Expressway Central counterclockwise. But the CX30X Smart Edition, I have kind of no words for this. At the end of the day, it's just a Mazda 3 if it's crossover again. At the end of the day, it's just if it's slightly bigger, and if it's a Mazda 3. It's just basically just saying that yeah, hatchbacks are phasing out, and this is what's replacing them at the end of the day. Which is really weird because they gave us the Grade 4 car of the Mazda 3, and yet this is next. Weird. That does kind of tell me in the future that maybe a crossover might be in the future for a Grade 4 too on top of it. So be prepped. I'd be surprised if not. At least the cool part is you have a speedometer on the windshield. You see how fast you're going. Just to make sure you really know your speed on. You got infotainment clock, you can see there. And in case you don't have the digital speed, you have the trigger gauge. Pretty nice overall. Very luxurious in a way. Yeah. Oh god. I think that's a trade-off though. You're a bigger body though, so you're gonna be pushing some opponents inside. Sorry for yours. But it is what it is. Yeah, I got that CX30 right here, which yeah, you can see it's stock. Yeah, I think they basically just offer the car at stock during the set events. Most of the case. Might be rare because there's some that are tuned. This doesn't look any different. Off I go. Anyways, back to me. It's got a shifter at least. Look at that. I think it'd be power shifter. Heck, I would think power shifter is what replaces stick shifters at the end of it. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong about that. Very. So I say it'd be like similar to the games case where you just hit a button and it goes up, you hit a button and it goes down. Now, I would think that'd be technically fine. But then again, I don't technically drive, so you know. That's the funny part. It's like, virtually I could drive many things pretty good. Realistically, I don't even have a driver's license. So it's like very funny on that part. I had to look at the competition. We got Swift Sport. Oh, you got cheating? Yeah, Comfort Sports. Although I say cheating loosely, these guys ain't cheating at all. They may have like, or Comfort Sauce I meant, not Sports. Comfort Medium on the CHR because yeah, the CHR is back again. Speaking of crossover, but at least I'll give it this for a crossover. At least it's not a freaking CVT. That's the good part. Thank the Lord for that. But yeah, at the end of the day though, and yeah, like I said, I don't give this card that much flack besides saying, oh, it's just a Mazda 3 if it's a crossover again. What is so smart about this car? And I'll tell you, probably not much. Besides making a big deal about the engine stuff, even though the engine's literally the same engine as the Mazda 3. It literally is stat-wise. It's just like, wow, I think. Trying to fool someone there? Good luck. I'm not gonna call the car Dumb Edition. No, that honor goes to the person who called it the Smart Edition. What, you think it's a smart TV? Yeah, it probably is. Secondly. That infotainment probably will. It probably is. That's probably the funny part. Yep, never seen the rest of the competition. Yeah, I don't see the Magani in this, so this is technically better, I would say. Not seeing any big old cheaters. That's the good part about this event. This event's pretty good too. I think it pays well too. I think it's like 45 grand. Pretty good. For something that's like 5 minutes. Man, that's quick. Now on to the disappointment. There is the Vantage. Aston Martin Vantage 2018. Now you're probably wondering, why is this disappointing to you? And the answer lies into that engine code name. So I might have looked at this car in advance in terms of like wiki info or just internet info, and from what I heard, that this Aston Martin has a Mercedes motor. Now you're wondering, which Mercedes motor does it have? And I'll just let the event do the talking for that once we get there. But otherwise, it's a V8, which is not bad at the end of it. It's just really disappointing. It's like, oh, it's an Aston Martin, which, you know, you make these crazy, remarkable AMR kind of cars out there, engines and stuff, and yet you put a freaking Mercedes in this. And not only that, that Mercedes is only 120 grand. This is 210 grand. And I'll give you another hint on top of it. That Mercedes is a sedan. 3 years back. Compared to this. This is a coupe. And the best part is, I think they kind of weigh relatively the same. But yeah, just looking at all the stuff we could do to it and such, which is not bad here. Cause yeah, I love the body of this car. I don't care for the engine. I do not care for the engine in that case because there's just nothing much different besides engine tone. Yeah, you can add a white body. Into the event, which is European Clubman Cup 600 at Deep Forest Raceway in reverse. Yeah, I am driving the SMN game to chase the same gears. But yeah, in this competition, there is a big old cheater, which is Mr. Gallo with his freaking Galea. Yeah, he's in this too. Although, no, I take that back. He's pretty freaking rough. You're gonna see here, he's gonna be jumping up through the ranks eventually. He's just so BS because, although I will admit, suggestive 600, so technically you could be even faster than that, but still, man. I figured these opponents would be 600. That's not 600 for sure. I know that Goliath's not. Yeah, just passing through the competition stuff. I will say, if the car is not here, I'll go ahead and mention it. I just thought the car was here that has the motor as well. And yeah, just to say, by motor stats is not much different besides a little bit more horsepower on the Mercedes than the Aston Martin. And reminder, the Mercedes has been there for 3 years. If there's anything you're paying for $210,000, it's the Aston Martin badge and the quality, quote unquote. Then again, it's not like they've done this before, because remember the Aston Martin Signet? The glorified smart card that's based off the Scion IA, I believe, or something like that? Before Scion died? Which is like one of the funniest things ever. Oh my god, you want to be a laughing stock, you do that, basically. You make the most fanciest smart car possible. And that is what Aston Martin did. Yeah, there's the glare right there, matter of fact. Which, yeah, he does have acceleration problems, it's just when he gets that straightaway though, oh my god. Yeah, sport's hard, so he's definitely not unfair all the way, but just the straight line speeds, anytime there's a straight line speed involved, he's gonna be hauling butt. Sorry, I think he just did 170 there. And such. Yeah, I just pass through these two fools now, eventually. Got a Gran Turismo S, which is a nice car. Very nice Maserati. I don't know if it has a Ferrari motor or not. Maserati is used in that case too, when it comes to taking things. But yeah, this uses a motor of another car that you can also drive, and it's not. I mean, I'm not gonna be honest. It doesn't feel that much different at all. Besides, oh, you paid a bit more. And if you wanted the Aston Martin badge, well, you know, look-wise. But then again, I don't know the whole history of Vantage, so I guess I could be just making a browser at the end of the day, but I always thought the Vantage had a different motor at least. But I guess I'm wrong on that. I guess I could be wrong about that. So you guys got the Countach, which is probably the best looking car out of the pack. And then we got the Urus, which, why are you even here? To be honest. And then you got the Tuscan Speed, which, yeah, the Urus is the only SUV we've gotten so far, I believe. Thank God, because, yeah, I can see Volkswagen just turn around and just give us the Touareg. But hey, look, there's the Mercedes car I was talking about. This has the same motor as that one. Literally almost the same motor, just maybe some few tweaks they might have did, but that is really it. They all did. And guess what? The Mercedes hauls butt. Who knew? Cause yeah, this is basically just the Subaru BMW allegations once again, except this time it's Aston Martin with Mercedes, because you decided to use a Mercedes motor that's not much different at all. Like, really. I got the Megane, but yeah, mostly normal Megane except the spoiler there. That's probably the big difference. You got the Scirocco R 2010. Then we got the 911 Carrera RS, which is not bad. Not bad on that design. Yeah, TTS Coupe, which is the newer one too. That's not the 2008 one. We got a 4C. That's nice. Not so bad. We got Testarossa 1991. Up ahead here. Yeah, it's still not a bad car for an Outrunner. Yes, sir. Then we got the 911 Turbo 930. So yeah, were they both 930s? What was that? You got Z8 2001. I have a TV here. Yelling. And Gran Turismo S. Again. We got 3-man GT4. 18. And then the Urus. There was the Volkswagen Touareg, the Audi Q, whatever that one's called, or the Porsche Cayenne. It's literally 4 SUVs. I'm even gonna say that. Like Audi E. No, I don't think it's A4. It's like Q4 or something like that. At the end of the day, it's like one big old SUV. So if you see like any of those, yeah, they just did it again. Basically. Yeah, got the Mercedes hauling butt though. However, it's got the glare on there. Yeah, that glare is coming. He's coming for me. Oh my god. Yeah, he's definitely coming. Jesus Christ. Jeez. Yeah, like 186 there. Jesus. Yeah, I think it's like full tune too. The glare is. So then all you need is a straightaway. It just fucking goes up just a bit by bit on this guy. I feel bad. Cause yeah, he's the only one that sticks out like a sore thumb. I hate to see this on hard difficulty. This is just me in difficulty. This, no. Yeah, this looking at all butt in the way here. Which, you know, you'd think I kind of like that, because, oh hey, we got chasers and stuff in the competition and stuff. Not when they're absolutely broken, which I almost slid this car. But yeah, by engine tone, this car doesn't sound bad. It's just, at the end of the day, it's like, oh, you're just technically driving a Mercedes. Nothing really that special besides whatever Aston Martin also tweaked in this car. No wonder why I haven't been seeing any newer Aston Martins in that case. Production wise, haven't, but by race tune cars, much better. Because they actually have the engine quality there. I do say loosely because, you know, maybe those are also copycats too, but I'm not really sure. But good God. If that's what Aston Martin's been this whole time, I just realized that just now. I kind of feel bad about that. But now on to the engine swaps, because yeah, this time I'm adding the engine swaps. Which I figured out a way to basically do it at the end of the day is basically do a short synopsis for each one of them. So for this first car here, we have the Ford GT 2017 with the Maverick motor, which with the Maverick motor is technically faster, but you have to deal with fuel mapping, which yeah, I had to fully miss immediately because it would suck down fuel like no tomorrow. But it is doable to do for the at least the I think this is 800 World Tour, yeah, 800 World Tour race at least. Yeah, somewhat doable for that at least. It's the words. It's just, yeah, you're just gonna be burning fuel like no tomorrow. And I probably would say you do need to use those switch mediums. Just get the most out of it. But yeah, and compared to the Mazda 787B, this is basically just challenge mode. You want a bit more of a challenge. But the challenge is to beat that Supra. That's what it goes. And technically the Viper, but strangely sometimes this Audi R8 jumps up there too. But the Ford GT with the Maverick motor, not bad, but it's just not much different for the 2017's case on that matter. Like, I don't think it really changes as much at all. Besides, oh, you want your fuel to get sucked in more. But honestly, it probably was just good to still stick with the EcoBoost, because I hate to say it, the Windsor motor just didn't work that much in my favor. If anything, you might get more acceleration and better gears, and that it weighs less because the Maverick car itself weighs like almost a truck, so you know. And in the same case for the Ford GT 2006, it's also the Maverick motor as well. So not much different there, except I did it for a different competition, which is the World Touring 700 at Mount Panorama. Yeah, this is where I usually do the sprint races for the little 650 PP cars. But yeah, in this, it's not bad, does 211, so pretty quick. compared to a 650. 650, some cars do like 214. But again, as the saying goes, the fuel suckage is real and such. At least the one good part is about the Maverick though, at least you get the haul butt, because you hit like 200 miles per hour, but bonus if you do an endurance race, well that ain't happening anytime soon. But yeah, it's safe to say, like with the Maverick motor, it really doesn't confuse the car at all, so I guess that's a good part. If anything, maybe it might make the cars a bit stiffer, but that's about it. So it's safe saying you can do things at the end of it. That's a good part. I was basically just watching competition, which is not great for cars at the end of the day. As I passed the NSX one, because yeah, Gallus is just driving like crap. You know, I know that's not the actual Gal. For sure. That's a decoy. That's a Gal. Yeah. Gal like you got him. But anyways, off to victory here basically at the end of the day, because yeah, I was like, you know what, let's just do the engine swaps, but we're just one lap showcase, because I don't need to do this whole elaborate shenanigans, because at the end of the day, you're just seeing the cars if they want the engine swap. But yeah, want me to mention anything else, luckily the engines aren't broken except for one in terms of PP, because that's the most notorious thing when it comes to engine swaps. Like one of them usually ends up being broken to a certain car, which that car will be at a good bit. But here's the 700 PP Clubman Club Plus, I believe it's called. Which, my god, I forgot how tough this race can be. But then again, I just like slightly tuned this car and just went in it. It may take me like 4 tries, I'll admit to that, but still, it was still pretty fun at the end. It reminded me how good Gran Turismo can be if they done stuff like this, but you know, sadly they don't. Besides, oh, let's give us a novelty package, because that's what the sucky part about this is. It's like, this is nice and all, it's just too bad you don't really do like an endurance race for this kind of criteria of fun enjoyment, because then you got a drift car in here, which is hilarious. No32. Oh yeah, and to mention the Z4 3.0 inline, if you could hear from the engine noise, it's a Toyota Supra. Cause yeah, I guess those Toyota allegations ain't ending anytime soon. Let's stick a Supra motor in the old Z4, shall we? But yeah, I got a lot of interesting feathers and stuff. Cause then there's a Scooter Pikes Peak in here, so someone else also did the ideal. Just say also kind of that too. You got 911 GT3, a freaking Tundra, which like what? And a GR Supra. Speaking of allegations. But yeah, you could do Z4 with the Supra motor, which is I guess, I don't know. The Supra has 6 gear. I guess that's what's special at the end of the. And it doesn't feel that nose heavy too. Now onto the next one, which is the little touring car 600 with the M2 with the Supra. Because I guess if there's one good thing having the Supra motor, it is technically lesser horsepower, so you can technically detune this to make this more regulated for lesser PPs if you really want to. And also, yeah, I love the M2, so there's like 2 specialties from one thing too. Because the M2 is like basically the M3 revised. For me, anyways. You know, I heard a lot after checking around for video internet and stuff. Apparently, it turns out the M2 is not that favorable at all, which is weird. Kind of surprised on that. So then the M2 is literally the M3 in some ways. Like, if you take the M2 and you put it next to the M3, you'll notice it has a lot of similarities going on. Yeah, just beating up the competition at the end of the day, because, yeah, this thing can just do it. Leaving streams. Yeah, 205, which is not bad for time's sake. Can't recall how fast I did with the Magani. I think the Magani was slower than that. It's funny for it. In terms of the weeklies, what I'm referring to. I just recently did after before this episode. Got the Subaru, the 4C, the SX, which, yeah, really, really, it's really weird. It's like there's like cases he's just nonchalant dry, and then there's a case he's very serious. He's definitely serious, but yeah, if there's any competition, as usual to say, it's already on the media when it comes to this track in Hurricane. Yeah, the M2 competitor with the Supra is not bad either. Does it really need it? I assume not, but for a higher performance case, I guess so. But yeah, I should really try to high performance check first, but yeah. Now to mention the car that is broken, sadly on the PP scale, which is the Subaru BRZ S of 2015. This engine is sadly a bit broken on the PP scale, so you can't use it for 600, and you can't use it for, well, you can use it, I will say, it's just the PP is broken at the end of it. You can use it for the 700, it's just the PP is so broken, it's hard to tell whether to say if it's at this spot or it's at this spot. In most of the cases, it's going to be like S tier broken. But yeah, this is one of the S tier broken cars. If you stuck a impressive rally car motor in the car, which they did that in previous update too for the 22B and I believe the regular SP, I think. Yeah, sticking. However, I would say this is very unique because yeah, they stuck in the FR car instead, which gives you a very interesting change to that. I guess so. Yeah, I decided to do two laps consistent. Tsukuba is very short for track, so it's like a minute per lap. But yeah, minute 3 on with just this mirror setup is pretty good, I guess so. Although if there's anything to worry about is the Volkswagen Beetle, but this is where I noticed the Volkswagen Beetle is broken though in this competition, because usually Volkswagen Beetle is the one you want to worry about because you can do a 101 just aside. But strangely not in this case, because he's broken for some reason. He's like constantly spinning out in the back there because he's the one in the far back, or he's in the back of the pack, I should say. Yeah, I got interesting components here, but yeah, this is the Coleman Plus event for Tsukuba circuit of 550. Cause yeah, at best I just did the 550. But okay, we'll just do it with this. Very different, and probably fuel match by insane, cause yeah, it's a rally car motor, or rally car race car slash motor. But that basically ends that for this showcase, and I hope you guys enjoyed what you've seen and stuff. I tried to describe as much as I could by brain, but it is what it is. Yeah. Now you get to see the freaking Kangoo, because yeah, this is the car I picked, because yeah, this is best. I am going to do like a best car reel, like which is the best one, and it was this one, and I gotta do it with the song that describes it, because it is a silly car. The Hungarian dance. Yeah, just funny overall. Just a funny car. I like it. Compared to the other two, or try to be serious and cool, or just lame. But that basically wraps it. Yeah, speaking of, oh hey look, the Volkswagen Beetle spun around. But that basically wraps that, people. I'll see you guys all next time. You guys take care, and I hope you enjoyed what you watched. And so then, ciao.